Hello and welcome. I'm Bill Wake. We're here looking at a program to assess the similarity of musical tunes, and we've done a fair bit of work on the domain and the Parsons code, which is one of the analyses we want to do. Now we're going back and working on putting in a much better UI. So what I'd like to do is have this notion of a pipeline with a stack of transformations and sources and sinks, and we want that to be kind of stackable. So we're going to do some work around that today. All right, what am I going to stack? Well, I have in mind something like this. My rough sketch, as you can tell. So the checkbox on the left is just saying if it's active or not, then the icon and the name, and then one or two controls and some sort of icon to get you more controls. I might have a delete on there for now. I think the inactive will work for now. At some point, I'd like to let you drag and drop these things, but for now, just being able to deactivate it, we don't have enough variety in our pipeline for that to matter. So we'll work on getting one stage a little closer. Okay. I just ran the test, so everything's looking good there. All right, and we left off use ParsonsCodeView. So let's find our content view. Well, I'm just going to close all these and we'll get back in our context. Let's see, this is user interface. Okay, so we've been creating, well, originally we just had a single content view that had everything, and now we've pulled out some other structs. So a text input view, a quantization view, the Parsons code view, which apparently we're not using yet, and the main content view. Okay, so yeah, so it says we show a title, an text input view, a quantization setting, and a button for our report. Okay, let's see what the preview looks like. Okay, so there's our input box, our quantizer report, and the report defaults to Parsons code, so we're there. And what I want to do is split these up so they look like stacked items. I'm not quite sure what to do with this tune similarity one, but the input box. Okay, so the to-do was use Parsons code view, and I think we'll find Parsons code view. Well, it owns the quantization. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Well, let's use it, then we'll split it up some more. Okay, so text input, quantization setting view, what are you? Should quantize numerator denominator. That sounds like that box. Okay. Parsons code view. I guess he looks at the quantization. That's fine. Oh, that's a binding. So he's looking at the parent's variable. Yeah, okay. I think we can default that around a bit. Generate report. Okay. And the scroll view. All right. So, well, let's just put it in and see where we go from there. So, Parsons code view. Input is, well, I guess just it's input. Should quantize is, I'm not quite sure if I need to, I don't think they need $signs if they're not going to reflect any input. I'm probably not going to change them through there, I think. I don't think I'm flattering myself, but I have not done enough of the UI stuff in this to really know. Output is string. What is that? Well, that one probably is writable. Failed to build. Okay. Let's hide this a minute. Input. Oh, I said they were all bindings, I think. Yeah, so I need to. About that one. I don't think that's really his business to display, is it? The behavior is definitely distributed a little wrong. Output. I don't know where errors go. Nowhere. Okay, interesting. We'll just pass them along for now. I guess that should be a binding up here. Okay. Build block requires ParsonsCodeView conform to view. Seems fair. I got one more error here. Oh. Yeah, private, okay. Oh, these shouldn't be private in here. Since I'm linking them up to the main thing, I think that's a little weird to say in private. Okay, let's run. And I'm probably repeating myself, but I don't tend to do a lot of TDD about the actual look of the views, the stacking, all that stuff. I want to get the objects very clear to it, but I don't want to do a lot of that. Okay, so I have two copies. The first one is the new one. Let's see what happens. Oh, I've got no input. Text index 1, text title, key of G, and ABC. Okay. They both share the same view, the output, so they're showing the same thing. All right, but we can take out that second one. ParsonsCodeView, then all this. Let's find his bottom. Oh, there's errors. Maybe they should stay down here. It reformats when it gets that brace, so hopefully, oh, it only applies at this level. Oh no, I missed it, okay. All right, no, I'm not. All right, well, we'll do it this way. Okay, well, let's see how that looks. X1 T test key of E CBA. All right. I'm not quite sure the vertical spacing there, but I think I put some frame sizes in. I kind of regret that. Yeah. What if I leave this off? That's better. Okay. Yeah, it was just making it 600 tall in that thing. All right. And I think maybe I want a spacer at the bottom of all this. And let's try and do as much as we can in here. It seems to be a little less flaky than last time I used it seriously. Okay. Yeah, that seemed to help there. Now we'll go to the real one, make sure it's still happy when it's got a wider view. Yeah. I'm not sure why it's being dropped down. Well, I guess we can go look at ParsonsCodeView now. Output is ParsonsCode report error. Okay, then scrolling. Let's take this spacer out. I think maybe I want to do it like this. Well, no, that's what's centering it. Okay. Let's do that. Take that out too. Why is there space between the button and the scroll view? Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm going to have to... Let's take that one out. I may just defer worrying about that. I think we got bigger fish to fry here. Okay, so let's run it one more. Let's get good old no scaling up here. Now it's doing that. Okay. And then I want to force the initial position of the scroll view. I'm willing to give that 5 minutes of research, but let's check this in. We split out and use ParsonsCodeView. Okay, so a little research here. Swift UI. Axis set horizontal, vertical. Position is centered. Yeah. Now, scroll view reader. Yeah, like I don't want to mess with that. Is there a better answer? No. Yeah, so this one, scroll view reader is kind of a knowledgeable, well, a scroll view doesn't get a lot of statistics about itself, but a scroll view reader fills them in and ties them together so you can get access to information. And what this is doing is telling that thing, we're going to, well, up here we put an ID on some entity, and then we can force it to scroll there. Okay, so that's just a wrapper scroll view reader. Put the identity on, and then outside the scroll view on up here. Okay. Okay, so I think sometimes this thing is a little smart. Like, I don't know the circumstances. And I think they may have taken some of this away, but theoretically I can tap on objects. That's the whole thing. It should, there's the text. There's the errors. Yeah. Well, let's give this ID top. We'll wrap this in a whole thing. Oh, there's a way to do it. Well, let's put this here. Hey, very nice. How about you? We kind of had two. We had company come up last weekend, and then we fixed a small family meal on Thursday. Okay, so this is, they reference that SP. I don't know what it is. I guess I can get the type once I type it in. Oh, proxy. Okay. Just to make myself a little more aware. Okay, so we just need on appear on the scroll view itself. Is that right? Oh, top. Yeah, it's hard to get a good turkey. we splurged and got a honey baked ham too, and that was very nice. But yeah, it was good. Good pie too. Always a highlight for our family. Okay, one more complaint? No. Okay, let's see what happens here. Well, I have a friend who had sushi day, so didn't want to fuss with it. Oh, it didn't scroll to the left. Okay, well that seems like I can work with that. All right, so let's go get help on scroll to. Anchor is a unit point. Top leading. Well, that would seem to be what I wanted. Centered vertically on the leading edge. Centered. Top leading corner. That seems like it should be the top left. Centered horizontal. Okay, that's one of those weird. Well, where'd my title go? Oh, he's not center, or he's. Let's force him to the left, or we don't have to. Well, I think I want to. The center, because some lines are very long, the center's way out there, but I don't really want it to be. Okay, so is there anchor? Okay. Text alignment. Okay, dot aligned. Oh. Oh, we want to stack. No, this. Yeah, I think I can just make an H stack. Well, I've definitely. Okay, stop. I don't know what I'm doing to make that happen. Okay, let's give him some padding. Okay, I guess he likes a. He wants at least parentheses there, I guess. That's acceptable. I'm not quite sure what's putting a little extra space to the left of it there, but that's good. All right, so we adjust report title, forced scrolling to top left after report is generated. Okay. I think I'm going to split these classes out. I want this thing to be more like a pipeline, and instead what I've got is this button is doing all the work. I don't know why it's not showing its name here. But that button does all the work. It says, oh, give me a parser and I'll quantize and I'll do this and I'll do that. And that's, it just feels driven wrong if I want this pipeline notion to come through. So I'm going to push on the, first I think we'll split these things into separate views and let them do their thing. But I feel like we're missing some aspect of a model, and maybe that's where it's going off. I kind of want to say there's a model, and some things are sources, like this one, and some things are stages, like quantize, and some things, well, maybe report is a transformation, but the output is a sink, a stage. And I think we need objects that reflect that, because the order of those things eventually is going to change. You should be able to drag in something that changes the key signature instead of quantizing, or maybe you want both. What I would like to get, I think I want to, let's try and make our source more like this. I don't think we need to make it checkable, but it would be nice if it had something like this. I don't know. We'll have to. So that's the text input view. Okay, let's pull out those files. This text input view, part of UI. Quantizer is called down there. Yeah, see, it's a little weird. I think this is quantizer setting view. And ParsonsCodeView. I guess they'll all need this. Okay, this should just run. How weird. I'm getting these weird errors. Yeah, they're going away. Okay. So extract view classes. Yeah, structs. Okay, good. All right, so now I think we can focus on making our view look more like my picture. And let's start with the text input view. So, well, he's pretty simple now. What I'd like him to be is I'd like him to be kind of like the top half of a hamburger bun or sub bun. Kind of a rounded, kind of a semicircle, oval, semi-oval. All right. And I know there's ways to do this. Let's see, Swift UI shapes. Well, maybe I start with a rounded rectangle. Capsule. He's really, he's probably some sort of transformed shape, I guess. Or I could intersect it with, you know, cut it off with something. Rounded rectangle. Corner radius style. Quarter circle, yeah. I think that was implying it would default to circular. Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I think I need to do a Z stack. All right, so this may be where we get this thing paying off. We have to give it a preview like this if we want it to work with the preview mechanism. Okay, so preview, view, content view. Well, let's make this text input view previews and that. Where do we get that? I think we can put it in there. Instance member cannot be used. What do we do down here? Well, we defaulted it to the state there. That's not really... Well, let's... with binding. Oh, maybe static. At state, pass along the binding. Yeah, I guess I just needed the word static. Oh, it's a static view. Yeah, so, duh. Okay. Okay, very good. All right, now we're ready. So let's make a Z-stack. Oh, come on, there's a way to do this. Dot color, foreground color. Okay, let's bump this up. Okay. Okay, I'm getting there. A little more padding would be good. I mean, you can see why we like the preview when it works. Okay. I think that's all right. Now, why is it so big? Okay, let's see what it looks like in the real run. Still very large. Let's give it a frame too. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. And I don't know. I'm not quite ready to choose colors. We'll see if is there a color palette. I was going to say, I like a pastel kind of look. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, I can live with that. I don't know how I find out what they are. Do I pay for them? Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, what I'm imagining is the sources and sinks will have different colors, and then it transform versus an analysis, maybe a different color. That was pretty nice. I'm probably wasting time. I don't know. There's something when you get the palettes in, though, it really kind of changes the feel of the system. Well, that's pretty nice. And I haven't really even chosen, like, is this greenish or bluish or beigeish. Oh, that's potentially nice. Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay. It's nice to know I can find them. What? Gosh. Let's just make it white for now. Well, you know what? The right way to do this. Let's see. We have resources somewhere. SC access. Yeah. I mean, I think I can add some things. Image set, color set. Okay. These are pipeline colors. And then can I do something in here? Add new asset. Okay, well, let's undo that. But that's what we should do, is create a color set in here and reference it when we want to use it. Now this is just one. Well, I do have that green there, so I should probably be compatible with that, huh? Okay. Well, let's figure out how to access our accent color for now. Oh, UI color named. All right. Nice. Okay. That's doable. Where's this code? It was TextInputView. My UI color named colon that. Oh. UI color named colon that. Will it find it for me? No. Oh, gotta get UI kit. Let's try. Oh, even simpler. Okay. Boom. Okay. All right. Well, that inspires me to do more real on this. And I wonder if I can make a set. I mean, when you do icons, you can put all kinds of them in there. Let's see what we can do. All right. We did our plus color set. These are pipeline colors. Okay. I'm not going to distinguish white and dark, light and dark. But I'm going to try and do this. Add new asset, color set. Well, that's not what I wanted. Let's delete that. Okay, let's give this a name. All right, I'm gonna go back and find my asset catalog. Set. Now that's probably, well, this is telling me I probably should change my palette. See, I wanted pastels because they're going to be easier to, I can put black text on them and they'll look okay. If I have these bright bold colors, not so much. Okay, so I want something that's got kind of that green in it, or greenish, so I can use that. I can switch that palette. Now that's tolerable. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. See if I can. Okay, let's say pipeline source color. And how do I set this? Can I drag it in? Copied. Well, let's try pasting it. What happens? Nothing. Paste it here. Nothing. How is this set? I think I just... Okay. Inspector. There we go. Okay, I'm on a roll now. Color. All right, this is pipe. bet I can put dots in here. Sync color. Get notes or anything? No. Okay. The sync, I guess I'll make the other blue. And now it says source sync transform. I don't know, there's got to be something else. Let's just add another. And I don't know if I'm going to regret the word color in there, but, and that will be this kind of brown. They're different. Yeah, okay, so we got dark greenish, lighter bluish greenish, sand, rose, and darker. I don't know what you'd call that. Not a color. All right, so but we want source color, pipeline.source color. Content view. Let's take that out. That out. Sorry, text input view. No. Okay. Is that color? Let's change it. Okay. Pipeline source color. I guess that is pretty close to my accent color, isn't it? All right, we'll be able to change those at some point. I may go with a different set in the end. I'm gonna. I obviously need help on making some of these decisions. All right, but source color. Okay, let's just run that and make sure we're happy. Probably should run tests just to make sure those are all happy. Okay, and run tests. So we added a color palette to assets, made text input view put text input view inside a rectangle, set its color. Okay. Well, let's take the quantizer settings, and we're going to do something very similar for them. Let's just take that same beginning. Okay, and this is transformation color. I don't think we're doing anything on the width. Is that going to be weird? I guess not. We get 200 there. I think that might be a bit much for this one. Let's try 100 for this. And we'll just run it. I think we... Yeah, that's getting there. Even, let's try 80. Okay. All right. Well, we've got ParsonsCodeView. I guess we'll do the same kind of wrapping in there just to get that much done. VStack. That's the button and the report. Let's put those in the Z stack. We gotta fix the color and fix the height. Huh. That's weird. Well, this is analysis color. Let's make the height 300. I sure would have said the button was inside with the scroll reader. We got the color. Why? Okay, let's... Can I fold this? Where is that? Option, Command Option left arrow. Oh, okay. Let's give him some padding. Maybe I should turn this on. Where are you? Show editor only. Okay, now I say show canvas. Weird. Let's open him up again. How about you? Same problem. Oh, they don't have a view. Okay, well, we didn't set up previews for them. We should do that. All right, so the run is the real thing. That's a little rough on my eyes. It's also too tall. Oh. I may have to learn a little more about that. All right, but it does give us more, well, let's just say rectangle, surrounding quantizer and Parsons code views. Cool. Okay, we've gone for a while, so let's take a break, 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll come back and continue separating these things. I mean, we're making progress. It's coming along. All right, see you in 3 or 4 minutes. All right, welcome back. Let's start and give our other two views a preview. All right, I just copied the one from the other, so this one should be Parsons code view provider. Okay, and then we need the state. We need all this junk that it needs, which I don't think is right in the long run, but we will do what's required. So these become state static tick. Okay, and we got to give them initial values. X:1, T:"test, K:"G. Okay. False. Oh, we need everything. Yeah. Okay. Let me reduce this size. Let's try 400. Okay, that's more like it. And we'll do the same for Parsons code or quantizer. What are you more like? Yeah, you're kind of like half of this one. All those variables tell me something is just not right. It's too much. Oh, let's rename this. Yeah. View previews, view provider, and setting view once should quantize. Even 80 might be a bit big. Oh, this is... Okay, let's put this back up a little. Split that height. I shouldn't fuss too much because I'm going to squeeze that out at some point. Oh, really, 700. Let's go 640. Can we live with it? I don't quite understand it. Yeah, this one, this view, it's smaller, and I think there's a capsule that might be a better fit instead of the rectangle. Take that out. Not super different, was it? Okay. A capsule puts pure rounded ovals on the end. And I think for the smaller ones, it's probably a better deal. Okay. These big ones, it's probably okay this way. All right. Yeah, let's commit that. Okay, so we renamed to quantizer setting view, switched it to capsule, added previews for quantizer setting view, and ParsonsCodeView. All right. Well, this almost looks like a little view too. Let's go ahead and extract it. Maybe it's the ErrorView. I don't know if I can do this. No. Okay. Oh, again. I'm going to rename it eventually. Actually, I don't even want that. I want struct ErrorView. A view is, it's not a func, it's a var view. Body. Some view. Okay. ErrorView with these errors. Yeah, that seems good. Oh, but I can't see him. Oh, what is your problem? Maybe the whole thing has to be in a scroll view. Okay, let's move ParsonsCodeView down to 200 just to get what we can. Right. Okay. Not perfect. Put this back. Okay, and then in here, let's extract out ErrorView. Okay. And run. Okay. ErrorView. Okay. Now. Let's look at content view. We have this stack. I'm going to wrap it in a scroll view. Horizontal dot vertical. Stack. Well, I have another scroll view. Where's that Parsons code? Scroll view. Oh, no name on there. Okay. Okay, I'm leaving out the titles. Oh, why can't I see you? Errors found. I don't know. We don't see the error view unless we got errors found. Let's I just want to make sure those are being triggered. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Type cannot conform to view. Yeah. Do I need to bind? I shouldn't need to bind my own. I don't think I'm... There is no error code right now. I don't know if I do this. I think that's supposed to be required to be numeric. Errors found. Now, before, when we had this changed... No. No errors. Oh. You really have to have an X first to trigger anything going. Okay, that should have an error. It's not showing up in the list. Errors. Now, this is just a little weird to me. This only shows up if the count's greater than 0. I wonder if their description. Expected T found KG. Expected T found nothing is probably the rest, yeah. I don't know whether to go after this more or not. Okay. We also... Okay, this is clearly scrollable now. It's not showing anything, though. Let's change it a bit. For each... Yeah, I can do for each across them. And then... That doesn't seem terrible to require. Let's go down that route. ABC parse error here. Well, okay, so we'll just put one of those on. Oh, I know I'm using this somewhere else. Object identifier. Do I need that? I swear I just did this with UUID at some point. Is that what they did? Yeah. I don't know why this is so hard to find an example. I know I've seen them. I probably have one. Let's open a project. Passive. Yeah, I wonder if I can find sort tables. Yeah. Well, that's what I did before. In a playground, admittedly. Okay. Maybe it's changed and I just didn't get the memo. Okay, that seems like it's acceptable again. All right, let's try this build. All right, he seems to be there now. We'll run this. Okay, and if I do x1 k of g, this should be an error. There we go. Let's take this print out. That's in Parsons code. Okay, so we made ABC parse error be identifiable, used in ErrorView, so errors are shown. All right. Okay, now I don't know. There's a gap here. All right, so maybe I should make TextInputView. Like how do we get from source to sync is the idea. Like I want text input view. What I really want it to do, let's get back here. I don't want the text input box in here. Really, I'd like to have a view that loaded up a file so I could just pull that directly. But in this case, it would be better if it just had a button that took me to a screen that let me type it in. And then I'd have my main view, my main pipeline visible at all times, or underneath it anyway. It wouldn't be cluttered with all this. And it would let that file or that page could be arbitrarily long and not worry about being squeezed vertically. So what? So I don't know if I need the check mark for now, but like I could give this thing some sort of icon and name, and then a control. And I don't think I need a more in this case. Or maybe I do need the more. Maybe that's the whole thing. Is to get that, which could be an input button or something as well. But my vision was like a more would open up a whole control panel for this transformation or whatever it is. So if I had a source, whatever that means, it would be something that knows its icon, knows its name, and what's it giving you? I'm not sure. I mean, it's going to give you some sort of controls. I mean, if that were a button that said enter text, that'd be fine. And we could go see that. Then another one that might be select file, and it goes and selects a file. Well, the controls, I don't know how I get from my object to a view that's sort of an arbitrary view. And maybe they just have to, maybe there just has to be a little map somewhere that's like, how do I show this kind of object? But I think all right, so like what's the model for this as a source? I'm gonna have to, let's get this back. This is almost the music domain, but I think I have another layer that's more like the pipeline. Okay, so let's make a new group. Pipeline. And now those views don't belong in pipeline because pipeline is going to be more the objects. Okay. But I think I want to say, I think what I want to say is a source. Well, let's see if we can say it. Let's put a source in. All right, and I think this wants to be an interface. Public interface source. And he says, I know my name. And I know my icon. Oh. I think these are always public. Interface source. So he should know his name of string. Oh, protocol. We can get it. An icon is an icon. I don't know what they are. They're images. Swift UI image. Well, let's do icon name is another string. Okay. And then he needs a text input box. Well, it's going to be a string for that one, and I mean, I don't know. I think his main control. Well, let's see where this goes. Versus my user interface. Okay. Who knows these things? All right. So I guess what I'm saying is if my text input view took a source, and really I wanted to take a source and a tune, and the tune is going to get filled in. So I want it to be passive while it's getting the input, and then when it's asked for the tune, it should spit it out. If he took a source, he would at least get the name and icon name. And his main control. Well, his main control is kind of a configurator, or I don't know. It's a trigger for the configuration. I mean, if you take a source, well, I would like to display the name of the icon and the icon and the name, and then go into my whatever. Let's get that going. So a source, well, let's make a text input source. What's it going to do? It's going to tell us these two things. I don't think I need to test that. Okay, and it's a class text input source conforms to protocol source and should volunteer that we need it. Thank you. Add the stubs. Okay. And an icon. Well, I don't know if I want to put that in here with image. Okay. That's the big fancy ones. Yes, SF symbol. That'd be nice. Let's use those for now. Okay, and I got that. I don't know why this is still a beta app. It seems pretty low impact. All right, so I want input. Pencil is probably it. Pencil. Pencil. Square and pencil. That's not bad. Okay, let's do that. Square.and.pencil. Okay. Okay, and if somebody asks for that in my text input view, okay, this thing should take a source. I think it's like that. Okay, people aren't happy. Can I convert binding of string to type string? Okay, there, and then the content view should probably own one of these. Now this thing's not changing once it's in there, so I think it's okay for now anyway. And we pass that in. Okay, see how this does. Oh. Input of type binding of string to expected type string. Use wrapped value instead. That seems unlikely. How would it be a binding in the end? Before being initialized. Self.input used before being initialized. Make sure this is not a oh. I don't know why that seemed better like this. Well, let's do it this way. Input. This is more of a syntax change. Cannot find $input. That's just not right. Oh, input 1. Right, that was not the problem. Used before being initialized. Well, this is the initialization. Okay, let's skip that one for now. Input of string. Is everybody happy with this? Where's input 1? Okay. Take that out for a moment. Yeah, it's the same problem. Find the UI and see what we can find here. Oh yeah, we didn't use Swift UI very much. Maybe just for this. Wasn't file. Join view. Only add observed objects. I just want to find one that does a init. It's not a view. That's all IB outlets, which is old school. He's not a view. This one could be. Okay, I mean, that seems all right. Self used before all properties are initialized. think I'm supposed to be doing this, though. Well, it doesn't like that for sure. Okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to init Swift UI binding. Okay, that's a good question. Init amount binding double. Yes, that's what I tried to do. Amount equals amount. Yes. Okay. You were so close. Yes, that's how I feel. Amount binding double. Underscore unknown. Self-dot amount equals amount. Or value. Parameter with amount. $. Use underscore. Okay. Okay, so self-dot underscore input one. Okay, he's got binding there, which I have. Oh, I have to use a binding in the declaration. And then here. Okay. Incantations. Okay. Now, I don't think this name matters. Now I go back to this. That's my preview. Where's my call? Put dollar input. We don't have the source for now. All right, does that build? Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Okay. And run. We still don't have our stuff. Okay, all that was to get the binding in, but now I have that constructor. I can put my source in. And it's not a bound field, it's just a simple object. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Oh. Source is a source. And then the color. Source input, input there. Okay, build. Okay, cool. Now I want input source. No, the view. Okay, so I'd like it to display the image in a circle and then the icon text underneath it before it gets into all the rest of that. So a rounded rectangle, well, this is an H stack. And what I want, well, let's just put the name first. Text source dot name. And then a spacer. Maybe I should give it a width, but we'll start here. Okay. How did a parser test fail? Oh, probably. We need to map those to their descriptions because we extended. We extended the class with that identifiable thing. Value of type string. Errors. That's ABC parse errors. Oh, right. Expected. Yeah, we want to compare the descriptions. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's what we want. I may have the spacing wrong or something like that. 4:5. Okay. That was fixed comparison of error messages. And we added type for source, defined text input source, started using source in the view. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay, so we're using the source in the text input view. And let's preview that. Okay, let's give this some padding. Nice. Okay. Wow. I'm going to have to do that for that color. I may have to define that as a color, official color at some point. All right. That's a little better. Let's, well, let's create a vertical stack. Nobody should mind. All right, now let's put image source.icon name. Have to change his foreground color too. It was image, right? I think that's all you had to do was show. What's this one, right? Image your name. And system name. I'd like him bigger. That looks like the right thing. Scale to fit is too big. fill, maybe. Well, that's just not going to make it. Let's just take it off and see what happens. No. If it I don't want to have to do that. Image resizable position. I guess a frame. Yeah, that's reasonable. Let's try. That's looking nice. And then I kind of want to split output. I don't know. It's just hard to know. Quantize. Let's see what we can find for that. I know the word quantize is not going to be in there. Okay, we got to find something that communicates the idea of transformation. Well, this may be promising. Nope. Nope. That could be something. Shuffle might work. All right, I'm going to define, well, I've got this source. Text input source. I think transformations are different than sources. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to make, I'll put it here for now. Protocol transform. Right now he's only got these same things. I think that's the way it's going to be for now. All right, but I'm going to define a quantizer transform. I may regret splitting these. Okay. This is good. Yeah, what? Okay, this is content view. Okay, give him one. Okay, let me get back to this one. Text input view. I'm okay with this. There's duplication. Okay, sorry. Let's make sure we're still green. Okay, and make sure we still look good running. Yes. Okay, so let's commit that. Add transform quan and quantizer transform. Okay, so quantizer transform. Oh, let me do one little check before I do that. I think I can move this down here, take it off here, and it should work still, I think. Okay, run. Yep, good. Whoops. Tiny, but I got to make these nudges when I see them because I get overwhelmed. All right, so now I got the quantizer transform class. He knows the same things. I don't know. We'll keep looking a little if we see another another thing that looks like some sort of transformation. Arrows. Interesting. Arrow shape zigzag right or forward. They look very similar to me. Arrow shape dot zigzag dot right. Let's do that. Okay, now I want to get that into the content view. the next 7 minutes. All right. So I'm saying that quantizer setting view should also take a source. All right, I'm just going to do it here. Source quantizer, and then can I bounce here? He's got a source. Is a quantizer transform. Oh no, he's not a quantizer transform. He's a transform. That's what we want. Okay, and then we needed a init. Oh, well, thank you for that. Except we know this should be... Why is this acceptable and the other way wasn't? Where's QuantizerView? Okay, yeah, that's quantizer. Whoops. We're going to do the underscore thing and make these bindings. Bindings have two parts, kind of like the underlying thing and then the actual binding. That's this underscore is getting access to one of those. I guess that the underscore is the binding. Now this is still funny to me. Oh, this one doesn't, because he's a plain var. Should quantize. Okay. That should all work. Let's just peek back at TextInputView. His source is a source. Good, I did that right. All right. Now, well, this should still build and pass tests. Cannot convert. Should quantize. Missing parameter. Source is source. That is this one, yes. Okay. So static var source of type, well, equals quantizer transform nothing. Okay. All right, this should run. Run tests. Then we'll run the app. Okay, and let's get that thing in there first. Quantizer transform. Okay, name and icon name. Text input source we're done looking at. Delete that. Okay, so his view should look a lot like, whoops, input view. The Z stack contains an H stack above V stack. Okay, QuantizerView. Z stack is the capsule. H stack is the quantize. Okay, let's put our icon in. Okay. Source.icon name, resizable name. Okay, the size may be a little off. Let's see how this looks. Oh, welcome, meow meow. We're just finishing for the day, and what we've been doing is trying to build up a better looking UI for our processor we have. that's comparing musical tunes. So let me give it a quick run. Okay, I got to get this thing forced over, and it's a little too big, and there's other stuff. But the idea is you'll put in a tune. For now, we're just letting you type it in. You can choose whether to quantize, which is to like take every quarter note beat or something like that. So you could compare tunes that have one version has a lot of eighth notes, the other has all quarter notes. You might think the bones of the tune are the same. And then once you do it, you generate a report. Let's see, I'll open up NoScan. Okay, this input format is called ABC. It's defined somewhere out on the net. It's moderately popular among programs that help you compose music, I guess. All right, but anyway, you can see the notes, C, B, A, G, F, G, etc. Okay, so we generate a report. We're going to have to work on this. But the report tells you the up and down, so I can see these two are very similar. This one on the bottom is very different. You know, it's going mostly down. This one's somewhat similar to the first ones and all that. So it's supposed to put it all in a big rectangle and did not. I'll have to work on that. But it gives you a flavor of what we've got so far. So I think we will stop here because I'm out of time today. But we'll pick up next time. We'll try and get this forced over to the left to look more like that. And we will continue this on the bottom, getting that to format the same way. I think I may split up generate report and then the actual report, and that should improve things. So thanks for joining this time. Next time is tomorrow is Eastern Time, 1 to 3:30 p.m. or UTC 6 to 8:30 p.m. And hope you all have a good evening and take care. Bye-bye.